released a list. Now we are getting to know that first list of the Delhi elections with 29 candidates that have been named in the list. Interesting names also, candidates who have been highlighted from different seats of the national capital, where it seems that it would be a direct face-off. Let's get in a word from Meenakshi. We also have Pragesh joining us live right now on part of BJP releasing its first list. Meenakshi, the names, the candidates, please, and where from there we'll be contesting.
Well, absolutely, Amita. So we have the first list of the BJP candidates for the upcoming elections in the national capital. And there are, as many as we were telling you, 29 names in the list, and we'll be taking you through some key battles, some big names. First of all, Rohini, that's Vijendra Gupta of the BJP, another big name of the Delhi BJP. You have Rekha Gupta from Shalimar Bagh. If we also look at, the New Delhi constituency, because that's going to be very significant. That's where Kejriwal, is going to be fighting the polls from. So against Arvind Kejriwal is going to be Parvesh Verma, the son of Sahib Singh Verma, the former Chief Minister of Delhi. That's going to be a very interesting battle to watch for. Satish Upadhyay, who was the former head of the Delhi BJP unit, also will be fighting from Malviya Nagar. You also have other big names. If you look at and go through this entire list, you have, you have other names. If we see Parparganj, then that's Ravindra Negi. That's another interesting constituency. Kalkaji, Ramesh Bidhuri. That's going to be very interesting to see the battle for Kalkaji. That's going to be obviously a fight against Atishi, who is the current Chief Minister of the national capital, another big name of the Aam Aadmi Party. These are going to be some of the key battles. You also have Mongolpuri, Rajkumar Chauhan. So these are the big names. Karol Bagh, you have Dushyant Kumar Gautam, who will be fighting from Karol Bagh seat. So this is the first list of the Delhi BJP. Some key battles, obviously, as I said, when it comes to Kejriwal's constituency, New Delhi, that's going to be Kejriwal versus Parvesh Verma. Another interesting constituency, Kalkaji, which we will be watching out for, and other big names out of the 29, which we just took you through, Amita.
All right, thank you for that. Mohit, if you can also take us through as far as the names, the candidates are also concerned. Aam Aadmi Party, Congress coming out with the list. Now the BJP has released 29 candidates in the first list.
Well, Amita, I'll explain every single candidate, the constituency, and what are the interesting points about this particular list. Now, 29 names have been released by the BJP. The prominent one being Parvesh Verma from New Delhi. Parvesh Verma did not contest the MP election this time around, and he was campaigning extensively in New Delhi area. We saw that how the controversy broke out when the Aam Aadmi Party alleged that he is distributing 1,100 rupees in his constituency and he's trying to buy the vote. But Parvesh Verma said that he has been doing that for a long time. So then it was clear that Parvesh Verma will be contesting from New Delhi seat, and now we see that how his name has come out. From Kalkaji, Ramesh Bidhuri, former member of parliament from the BJP, who also did not get the ticket this time around in the MP elections. Now he will be fighting from Kalkaji against Atishi, the current Chief Minister of Delhi, and Alka Lamba, the Congress heavyweight in Delhi, whose name was yesterday announced. Now, when it comes to Karol Bagh seat, it's Dushyant Kumar Gautam. Who is Dushyant Kumar Gautam? He is the National General Secretary of the BJP, and he will also be contesting the election. Rajkumar Anand, who shifted from Aam Aadmi Party to the BJP, he also will be contesting the election. Now, from Patel Nagar, Manjitjar Singh Sirsa, the National Secretary of the BJP and the prominent Sikh face of the Bharatiya Janata Party, will be contesting from Rajouri Garden. Now, another senior BJP leader from Delhi, Ashish Sood, he will be contesting from Janakpuri. Now, Vijendra Gupta, the current leader of opposition in the Delhi Assembly, who is incumbent MLA from Rohini, again gets a ticket. He will be contesting from Rohini. From Shalimar Bagh, Rekha Gupta would be contesting. So there are various interesting names that have come out. From Parparganj, it's Ravi Negi. Remember, after Manish Sisodia decided that he will not contest from Parparganj, he went to Jangpura. There were speculations that who exactly will be the candidate of the BJP, and now the candidate of the BJP is Ravi Negi. Remember, in last election there was a very close fight between Ravi Negi and Manish Sisodia, in which finally Manish Sisodia prevailed. But this time around, it seems that the feedback that the Aam Aadmi Party got from Parparganj seat was that there is an anti-incumbency against Manish Sisodia, and what happened in the last election could be repeated, and hence his seat was changed. Now, in Parparganj, there are a host of huge number of voters from Uttarakhand, and perhaps that is why somebody from Uttarakhand is being given ticket, and that is Ravi Negi. Rajkumar Chauhan is being given ticket from Mangolpuri. So these are the few names that have come out as of now. So first list has come out, 29 names have been announced by the BJP. When it comes to Vishwasnagar, Om Prakash Sharma, the incumbent MLA of the BJP, who is said to be the heavyweight candidate of the BJP, is being repeated by the BJP. There was speculation that his seat might get cut, but he is somebody who's very flamboyant, and he has been winning a few elections from past, and perhaps that is why he is being repeated. Now, when it comes to Rohtas Nagar, again, the sitting MLA, Jitendra Mahajan, is being repeated, and from Gonda, Ajay Mahavar, who is again the sitting MLA from the BJP, is being repeated. Former Delhi BJP chief Satish Upadhyay will be contesting elections from Malviya Nagar. Kailash Gehlot, who recently jumped from Aam Aadmi Party to the BJP, he was a minister, will be contesting from Bijwasan seat. Kartar Singh Tawar, another heavyweight name in the politics of Delhi, will be contesting from Chhatarpur. Ramesh Biduri from Kalkaji. It will be a very interesting fight. Kalkaji seat, Atishi versus Alka Lamba versus Ramesh Biduri. So as of now, 29 seats have been announced by the BJP. Clearly, we have Virendra Sachdeva with us. We'll ask him that what exactly he has to say. Sir, the first list आ गई है, क्या कहेंगे? 29 कैंडिडेट की सब यही कहते हैं, आखिरकार कब आएगी दिल्ली की लिस्ट?
नहीं, हम तो कह ही रहे हैं ना, आज 29 हमने कमल के फूल दिल्ली की जनता को अर्पित किए हैं, और निस्संदेह दिल्ली में हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनाने जा रहे हैं। और आज जो उम्मीदवार आप देख रहे हैं उसमें युवा भी हैं, अनुभवी भी हैं, और मुझे लगता है कि ये सब पुराने कार्यकर्ता, पुराने साथी हैं, और मिलकर हम डबल इंजन की सरकार बनाएंगे।
आम आदमी पार्टी का जो बड़ा इल्जाम लगता था बीजेपी के ऊपर, कहते थे ना लिस्ट आ रही है, ना कोई फेस आ रहा है। आज बीजेपी ने लिस्ट दे दी, कल पीएम ने एक बड़ा अटैक किया जो कि सुर्खियां बना, और आम आदमी पार्टी उसका जवाब
मैं फिर कह रहा हूँ, हमारी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने से नहीं चलेगी। हमें जब करना है हम वो तब करेंगे। हमने सूची दी है, सूची आज आ गई है, 29 हमारे उम्मीदवार घोषित हो गए, बाकी 41 भी हम करेंगे, और निस्संदेह दिल्ली में हम सरकार बनाने की ओर जा रहे हैं। आपको भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेतृत्व में दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री मिलेगा।
एक चीज और जानना चाहेंगे, कई जो हैवी वेट्स हैं वो बीजेपी की लिस्ट में है, तो विनेबिलिटी एक फैक्टर था, काफी लंबे डिस्कशन हुए, शायद उसी में कई टाइम लगा कि विनेबिलिटी एक फैक्टर बीजेपी देख रही थी कि जो जीतने के काबिल है, जीतने के लायक है, जो उस पोजीशन पे उनको टिकट
नहीं, हमारा हर कार्यकर्ता जीतने के लायक है, हर कार्यकर्ता जीतने के काबिल है, लेकिन जब हम चुनाव लड़ने जाते हैं तो हमें कई सारे समीकरण देखने होते हैं। इसलिए जो लड़े हैं ये भी योग्यताशाली हैं, लेकिन जो नहीं लड़ पाए हैं वो इनको जिताने का काम।
परिवर्तन रैली से पहले लिस्ट आना बड़ी बात, बड़ा एक मैसेजिंग है।
तो परिवर्तन के लिए जो सैनिक जा रहे हैं उनको भी तो दिखाना ही है।
So there you heard the first reaction, the exclusive reaction coming in from Virendra Sachdeva, the Delhi BJP president, who clearly says that winnability was the factor. And tomorrow, remember, tomorrow is the
whether he
Parivartan
himself
rally
would
of
be,
the BJP.
being a part of the election this time or not, as far as there were a lot of speculations, and the Aam Aadmi Party has also taken a dig at that. Pragya is also with us, joining us live right now. As Pragya, the first list that has now come out, we have seen the Prime Minister sounding the poll bugle yesterday, Union Home Minister taking on the Aam Aadmi Party today, and it is going to be a very interesting contest. In many of those seats that we are looking at, it's going to be a direct one-on-one fight.
You are absolutely right. While Prime Minister also took on Aam Aadmi Party yesterday, calling it Aapda or rechristening it as Aapda, the main first political rally is going to be tomorrow after the list is announced, because this is the time when when BJP also named this particular rally. This is a political rally, first political rally of Prime Minister in Delhi, and it's a prestigious fight that BJP is contesting this time. And if you look at the list, Amita, look at the names. These all are heavyweights of the BJP, and they are the old faces. It means that the BJP is still relying on the old faces and the experiences they have, derived over the years in their own areas, and they have some clout, and they are the top candidates who have come in the survey on the topmost list. Remember, this time there is a very close scrutiny of the list that the BJP did. In fact, Mr. Jay Panda, who is in charge of Delhi, he took a lot of interest in survey, and in fact, there are many names which had come from even the MPs and from MLAs and from senior party leaders. They were set apart and aside, and only those who appeared in the survey, which was done on the ground, they were given given now the ticket is what we are understanding. So this is the kind of the winnability remains the basic factor here in this particular list. And this is the reason why BJP believes that this is a fight of prestige. It's do or die. It's now or never battle. And this is the time when AAP is the most down because they are under the charges of corruption. And this is the only time when they can actually wrest Delhi from Aam Aadmi Party. And, look at the interesting contest. Ramesh Bidhudi pitched against Alka Lama and also Atishi. A very good choice, I would say. Ramesh Bidhudi constituency had been South Delhi when he was MP. Now Kalkaji is also a place where they have a mixed vote, and this will be in favor. And the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, when they have given a strong candidate, it always it becomes beneficial for anyone, for a good candidate from the BJP is what BJP believes. So BJP is very strategically giving tickets, and they also would be benefiting from good Congress candidates. It is what the sentiment in the BJP right now is, and that is why they are very upbeat about this particular election. And they have been trying to ensure that the Aam Aadmi Party goes out of power in Delhi, and this is the time that they believe that they can come back. And this is why the list has pinned hope on the old faces. Remember, there is no anti-incumbency against them for past 10 years at least. So they are, in fact, then these faces have been working on the grounds among the people despite not being MLA. And they had contested seats earlier election also. They lost, but they continued to work among the people. And that is why the BJP decided to field them again.
Well, that's the point there, Mohit, because 15 years of Congress rule, 10 years of Aam Aadmi Party rule, here the BJP, as far as what Sandeep Dixit seems to be pointing out, saying that अब लग रहा है कि बीजेपी भी पोल लड़ रही है, elections लड़ रही है, चुनावी मोड में आ रही है. But Aam Aadmi Party leader and convener today came out to say that Congress Party shouldn't be also taken seriously. What is the Congress Party and its role that it plays in the national capital? Majorly that we are looking at, it's the Aam Aadmi Party versus the BJP in Delhi.
Well, Amita, we need to understand the vote that the Aam Aadmi Party is getting from 2013 is majorly of the of the Congress Party. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party vote share has increased to 39 to 40%, and the Congress vote share, which was earlier at 40%, has gone down to 4% because there has been a massive shift in votes of the Congress Party towards the Aam Aadmi Party, and hence the Congress Party this time has realized. You see, the voter base of the BJP is still at around 32%, which has always been this much only since past many elections. Hence, the vote bank of the BJP is with them. But the vote bank of the Congress Party has shifted towards Aam Aadmi Party majorly, drastically in past few years. And perhaps fight is for that vote only. Now, if Congress Party gets 4 to 5% more votes, currently they have 4% votes in Delhi. If they shift it to 8 to 9%, and then the battle between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party will get very, very interesting. Because remember, if we talk about the Dalits vote, if we talk about the minority votes, the Muslim votes in Delhi, that has shifted. That has been the traditional voter base of the Congress Party. But since 2013, that has shifted to the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, if the Congress gives a good fight to the Aam Aadmi Party, it's the advantage BJP. And perhaps that is why BJP would be very happy if the Congress Party is fielding their heavyweight candidates in Delhi, like Alka Lamba, Sandeep Dixit from New Delhi, and various other leaders, specifically in the minority-dominated constituencies. If the minority votes get divided between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party, then it's the advantage BJP. Because remember, as I have been saying this for a long time, that the vote share of the Congress Party, of the BJP, has been 32 to 33% only, and that has remained with them. It's just about 4 to 5% floating votes. That will be a game changer. And if Congress gives good fight to the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, then surely we will see a big political fight between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. Because remember, last time around in 2020, there was a very less margin between the BJP and the Congress Party on many seats. Now, if Congress gets good number of votes, if they are able to get some of their vote bank with them, then it will be advantage BJP, and hence BJP would want Congress to fight these elections in full force, and hence we see that how the statements are coming in.
The
and the
Lok Sabha
focus
situation versus the assembly election situation is completely different when it comes to Delhi elections. All 7 seats of the Lok Sabha are with the BJP, but what happens as far as the people of Delhi when they cast their votes will be interesting to see in a few weeks from now, as sooner or later we're also expecting the ECI to announce the date for Delhi elections. As Pragya and Mohit continue to be with us, this is a big story we are tracking here non-stop on India's election news headquarters. सिरसा साहब इज विद अस ऑन द फोन लाइन। मनजिंदर सिंह सिरसा जी, पहली लिस्ट सामने आ गई है सर, 29 कैंडिडेट्स के नाम सामने आए हैं और सीधा 1-on-1 टक्कर नजर आ रही है। अगर कई सीट्स के बारे में बात की जाए, परवेश वर्मा सामने होंगे अरविंद केजरीवाल के, रमेश बिदूरी भी होंगे, वो सामने होंगे आतिशी चीफ मिनिस्टर के।
जी बिल्कुल, इस बार वही बदलाव आएगा। ये लोग 12 साल से इनसे त्रस्त हो चुके हैं, करप्शन से, इनकी लूट से, टूटी सड़कें, गंदा पानी, गंदी हवा, गंदी यमुना और स्कूल टूटे, करप्शन का सबसे बड़ा अंबार। इसलिए दिल्ली के लोग बदलना चाहते हैं और मैं मानता हूं कि इस बार बिल्कुल आपने कहा 1-to-1 होगा चुनाव, इसमें कोई भी तीसरा कैंडिडेट नहीं होगा। और इसके अंदर एक बहुत बड़ी स्पष्ट इस बार लोगों के मन की बात है कि हमने सब कुछ करके देख लिया, अब हमने मोदी के साथ जाना है, डबल इंजन की सरकार बनानी है, बहुत बार धोखा खा लिया, अब की बार मोदी के साथ जाएंगे।
चलिए, धन्यवाद आपका सिरसा साहब हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। एज प्रज्ञा एंड मोहित कंटिन्यू टू बी विद अस, विल बी ट्रैकिंग एज फार एज द दिल्ली दंगल स्टोरी वेरी वेरी क्लोजली ऑन